We got a special show for you today. The NFL starts here tonight, but we have Charles Peanut Tillman joining the show. A lot to get to. It's the Brick by Brick podcast starting right now. Let's go. Welcome back to the Brick by Brick podcast here in the CHGO Sports Studios. I am your host, Greg Briggs Jr. Alongside me, as always, is Jerry Azumah, Lance Briggs in Arizona, and look who it is, special guest joining the show, Charles Peanut Tillman. Welcome to the show, Charles. How are you?
I'm good, fellas. What's going on?
It's going good, man. Going good.
We are good. Football is back.
Yes, can I say one thing real quick? Lance, you got cheaters on? You wear glasses now?
I do sometimes. Why? What's
I saw the promo. I saw the promo and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Bull got the glasses on. Okay, I just was seeing if you had them. They look nice.
Okay, let me ask you this. What did you think about it? Did I look studious? Do I look how do I look?
You look very studious, sir. You take copious notes like when you're in meetings. You look very studious. I like it.
All the time. Nothing's changed.
Well, that's the look, right, Briggs? Because that's Professor Briggs.
Exactly.
Professor Briggs here does his grades every week here for CHGO Bears, and so we're looking forward to those grades here coming up on Tuesday.
Are you going to be gentle with your grades this year? Because, man, in the years past, your grades have been harsh.
Shouldn't they be harsh?
It's been harsh to watch the Bears over the last couple years.
This is a team that lost 10 games in a row. Remember that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of L's in a row.
Listen, I have nothing to do with
the professor. Be a little biased.
The professor is fair.
Okay.
Well, obviously, you guys all go way back, so I'll let you guys obviously get into whatever you guys want to. But, Charles, I've seen you at training camp a few times this year, so let's just start it off. Like, what have you seen from the team and how they are practicing and playing under Ben Johnson so far?
I like what I see thus far. First off, have any of you guys been to training camp? Have y'all seen them practice in person?
Yeah.
I thought they looked great. I personally, I think I'll go defensively. I thought the defense looked great. The ones were beating the twos. The twos were beating the ones. Coach Allen, the defense was rolling. I liked what I saw. They were getting off the ball. The main thing that I want to stress to people, though, is even though the offense the day I went didn't have the greatest day, Coach Johnson held the offense accountable. And then the next day I went out there and saw the offense play. All those mistakes that I saw the previous day, they didn't make them anymore. I love that he's holding his team accountable. He's kicking guys out of practice. He's making guys get out of the play and replacing them with another person. I think we've needed that for a while, and that's something that we haven't seen. And I think he's doing a hell of a job thus far from what I've seen so far.
So you think it's basically a
Peanut, have you given any speeches? Have you given any speeches to this team? No? All right, because they're definitely due. They need it.
So, Peanut, a change in culture is really important for the Chicago Bears right now, right? Moving forward?
Absolutely. The culture is there. He's trying to – so the Chicago Bears are the Detroit Lions 3 years ago. We have good players. We don't know how to win. And I think Coach Johnson is trying to get them to focus on the small details, and the little things matter. And he's really honing in on, you know, when when the stuff hits the fan, that's when you got to hunker down and focus on the minute, smallest little detail, and you got to focus on those things. And those little things are going to help us win. He's really teaching them how to win. I don't think we've it's been so long since we've won.
Yeah.
And he's trying to bring that. Every coach has tried to bring a winning culture to Chicago. Let's be right. He's just doing it in a different way. He's a lot more critical. And again, he's holding guys accountable. And I do believe that guys are accepting his challenge of being accountable.
Yeah, nothing else has worked. Nothing else has worked in Chicago. This is giving this a try. Actually might change the culture. So yeah, I like that.
I've been hearing a lot of talk about these training camps are difficult or tough or very hard. I mean, we're old school. We grew up in the old school era, so it's nothing for us. So obviously, it's changed quite a bit over the past, decade and a half. But I'm with you, Peanut. Like, I think that it's important to basically get back, to strip everything back down and build a strong foundation. And building that strong foundation, it starts with those little minute details, you know what I'm saying, and being held accountable. And I'm glad that Ben Johnson's actually doing that, because it feels like this program is heading in a different direction. And we've had different feels before, obviously, but now it just feels a little different. It feels like a little more old school, you know what I'm saying, what we're used to.
Absolutely. And training camp's supposed to be hard.
Yes.
It's supposed to be difficult. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to make your mistake. There was one day where, Caleb threw a couple of balls down the field and he missed and he got mad at himself. And everyone was like, everyone had their own critique about how he wasn't good and they said this and that. Training camp is where you're supposed to make mistakes. It's where you're supposed to throw interceptions, give up touchdown, miss sacks. Because you're learning new things, you're trying different techniques, you're trying to get better. And I think people have this notion that athletes are the superstar. That athlete is always supposed to be perfect. And that's not the case. Training camp is where you go to get better. Off season is where you go to get better. And what I saw our defense literally beat our offense one day. Even the twos were beating the ones. And then the next time I went out there, that wasn't the case. Our one offense was they lit our defense up, the ones and the twos. So to me, I look at that as progress. I look at that as taking a step in the right direction. They looked at film, they corrected their mistakes, and they moved on. And that's what it's for. So with that being said, I'm really looking forward to what we do Monday night. I'm really looking forward to see what the guys can do Monday night.
Well, let me ask you this.
Hey, Peanut, hold on a minute. Let me ask one question.
Yes, sir.
Peanut, we come from physical 26 straight double days.
Yes.
How physical? Yep, I know you remember that. How physical has it been at training camp? Because they said media said this is the most physical they've seen in a while.
It was a lot of live on live, a lot of ones-on-ones. It was a lot of thud and a lot of hitting. It was very physical. I'm still not going to say it was as physical as ours, but the guys got pretty physical than what we've seen in the past. Yeah. They've been pretty physical. Right. Even the players have said, this is the most physical training camp I've been to in a while. Like, I haven't experienced this. Obviously, the new rules, I think a lot of teams, when they have the culture established, they don't have to go that hard because the guys know how to practice, the guys know how to win. But when you're coming from an organization where they've had 10 straight losses, Zoom, you alluded to it earlier, you got to strip everything down and you got to build the guys back up. Because what they thought they knew what was winning, that wasn't the winning formula. That wasn't winning. So, yeah, they're doing something different, and so far, it seems to be working. It remains to be seen because obviously we haven't started the season, but so far they seem to be doing something right, and the guys have responded to it well.
What's it been like to see Al Harris wearing Bears gear walking the Bears sidelines now?
I like it. I like his style of coaching. DBs really respect him. I think players in general always respects their coaches, but they respect coaches that have played the game just a little bit more. They have just an extra, for credibility. And the DBs seem to like his coaching style and what he brings and what he's teaching them.
Yeah. And
I'm happy he's there because he gets to see your face everywhere. He gets to see your face all over the place, no matter where he goes in Chicago.
Yeah, well, and how about Deshaun Wright? Obviously a guy that's 6'3", a bigger quarterback just like yourself, so just in terms of what you saw from him from camp, he's bounced around the league, played for the Cowboys with Al Harris, played with Minnesota on their practice squad last year, but looked like he was having a very good camp. Obviously in the preseason, he took a couple bad beats against the Chiefs, but I'm just curious what you've seen from Deshaun Wright so far.
Growth, first year new team, got to learn a new defense. Give it time. He's a vet. Speaking on going to new teams, when I went to Carolina, I didn't have the greatest preseason per se, but it was just trying to get comfortable, getting used to the calls, getting used to playing with, playing in a different system. I think he'll be fine. He's a true vet. He knows what he's doing. He's under Al Harris. I think Al's going to have him coached up right, and he'll be ready to go come Monday night.
Pino, what defensive player will you have your eyes on Monday Night Football? I mean, obviously we love our defense, and our defensive back room, I would say, is probably one of the best that's out there. Like we have a solid bunch out there. Like, who do you think is going to be the one that's going to stand out of that bunch?
I would have to say I like Kevin. He's a captain this year. Why am I drawing a blank with the other corner?
Brisker.
Jalen.
Stevenson.
No,
Brisker.
Kyler.
Tariq. Yeah, Tariq. I want to see him. Obviously he got a little flack last year just with the celebration when we played the Commanders, and he was kind of in the end zone, and we ended up giving up the Hail Mary. I'm curious to see if he can have a bounce-back season, just have a career year. Not even a bounce-back season, but I really want to see him have a career year. I believe this is his third year. That third year is where you kind of, like, you elevate and you kind of take off. You've got 2 years under your belt. I really want to see what Tariq Stevenson's what he can do this year, and if he can elevate his game. I'm really curious to see what he can do this year. So he's a guy that I'll really be looking forward to seeing play.
Yeah.
Makes
sense.
sense.
It's certainly going to be interesting to see. It's exciting. So, obviously everybody, all eyes are always on Caleb Williams. So just from your perspective, I know you've been around the team the last 2 years, his maturation process and what you're seeing from him as a year 2 quarterback.
Maturation. I ain't never heard that word, but I guess it. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does in the second year, just from a standpoint of growth. I want to see him be the first Chicago Bear to throw for 4,000 yards this year. I think he has a lot of talent. More importantly, he's got protection. And I'm not talking about condoms. I'm talking about his line. They went out and they got some protection for the man.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when you're a quarterback and you get sacked that many times, it messes up your timing. And I don't think Caleb is scared to throw. I don't think he's scared to sit in the pocket. I do think he's tired of getting hit, and I think he's tired of being sacked. So when you got was it Thule, Tooney? I'm sorry. Yeah. I think his name's Tooney.
Tooney.
Yeah.
When you got Tooney, when you got Tooney and you got the rest of the guys in the offensive line, I think that gives him more confidence to sit in the pocket, to be a true pocket passer, and just pick defenses apart. We've got a good receiving core. I like what we're doing. I'm excited to watch him become the first 4,000-yard passer. That's really that.
Well, he'll be back here in a second. I think he might have got a phone call.
He feels that strongly.
It's probably an important one.
Oh, he's back.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me?
We got
Yes.
you. We
Can
got
you
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Crap.
No, we got you.
Crap.
No, we got you.
You're good. We got you.
Yep. No more crap.
Charles,
No more of that stuff.
Peanut will join us here in just a second. We appreciate him, doing his best here to facilitate, a little bit of insight here. But it's exciting. So, one thing I was going to ask him, and I guess when we bring him on, we can, but I'm just curious about, going up against a rookie quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. As Peanut rejoins the show. You're fine. It's all good.
I apologize. When someone calls my phone, it goes out. I apologize. The thing that I was really just trying to say, summing it all up, is I'm excited to watch Caleb. I think he's going to have less interceptions. I do believe he will be the first Chicago Bear quarterback to throw for 4,000 yards. He's got more protection. He's got confidence in his offensive line. He's got a great offensive coordinator / head coach in Ben Johnson. So, we're all excited. We're all about the hype.
I mean, it's a lot of Kool-Aid you're
listen,
drinking, and it sounds great.
You don't know what you're doing to Braggs right now.
I'm gonna hit him with some. I'm gonna hit him with a little bit of. I'm gonna hit you with a little bit of reality spray. Hey, Peanut, what you're saying is exactly correct, man. I love what you're saying, but realistically, I mean, this is Ben's first year. He's never been a head coach, so now he can't just focus on the offense. He has to focus on the full team. So that's going to be a challenge in itself. You have all these moving parts with the brand new coaching staff and obviously the new additions with the team. So that's going to be, something that's going to have to gel over some time. And then you have an incredible schedule starting with our division. Everyone in our division can basically, be anyone in the NFL. And then on top of that, you have an incredible schedule where it's going to be tough. There's a lot of playoff caliber football teams that are on this schedule that the Chicago Bears are going to be faced with this season. So with all that said, I mean, that Kool-Aid sounds good, and I feel like we're always drinking it around this time. But don't you think that we need to take a step back a little bit?
No,
wait. You were missing out on one thing, too. You're missing out on one thing. You're missing out on the history of the Chicago Bears. So when everything looks sweet and everybody gets excited, don't be ready for that letdown of that first game. So all I'm saying is, let's just take it one game at a time.
I believe you. I will take it one game at a time, and I do know that Ben Johnson is a rookie head coach, but he's got Dennis Allen. He's got other coaches around him to help him. Ben Johnson isn't an ego guy. I don't think he's a guy that just sits around and he's the end all be all. I'm the smartest guy in the room. I think Ben Johnson relies on his coaching staff, his fellow coaches, to help him. He's in a position where he's never been a head coach before. He's got a guy that has been a head coach. He can rely on a Dennis Allen. He can rely on his other position coaches to help him, put him in a position to be successful as a first-time head coach.
Yep, and you've got Dennis Allen obviously has that experience, and while Ben Johnson's a rookie head coach, Dennis Allen's going up against a rookie quarterback in J.J. McCarthy. Just curious, from your perspective, when you used to go up against a quarterback playing in his first game, I can remember you guys going up against the Colts in Andrew Luck's first ever start. I think you guys beat the brakes off him at Soldier Field. It was a good showing, but obviously Andrew Luck's a very talented quarterback. But what's it like for you guys as a defense going up against a quarterback in his first start and trying to figure out his tendencies?
You really want to confuse all quarterbacks, especially a rookie quarterback. Obviously, when they get to the line, the first thing they're doing is looking at the play clock, looking at your safeties. Are they too high, one high, single high? I'm D coordinator. I'm trying to make J.J. McCarthy think. When you think, it's too late. You just want to be able to react. In this league, things happen so fast, you don't have time to think. You just have to react. So if I'm Dennis Allen and I'm the D coordinator of the Chicago Bears, I really want to make J.J. McCarthy think about what we're doing on defense. I want to confuse him often and early, if not the entire game. I want to bring pressure. I want to bring blitzes. I want him off the X. I want him moving. I want him out of the pocket. So, I say throw everything in a whole sink at J.J. McCarthy for this first game. Get him off his groove.
For sure. Briggs, what was your
Get him off the
memories?
spot.
Briggs, what was your memories the first time you saw Peanut Tillman run out on the practice field with you? Like, what were your impressions of Peanut?
Who's that? Who's this awesome player?
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
that was my conscious thinking.
I was like,
conscious.
Lance is like this.
No, you know what? The first time I saw
Not that
Peanut
great.
out on the practice field, he was on all the special teams, and he was running with the ones and twos with special teams. You know, he was rotating on the defensive side as well. So the first thing that came to my mind was like, man, this guy's going to play fast. He's going to play soon. You know, because he was making plays and he was effective. He was producing. You know, on special teams and in defense. And lo and behold, you know, game 4 against the Raiders, Peanut gets his first start. I get my first start.
You did too. We got our first start together, boss.
And we were off and running from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I tell that story all the time. We got our first game. That was dope. That was so dope.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. Yes, it was.
We've got some old school pictures of these guys, and Jerry as well. So you know, I'm trying to pull.
Oh, you got some old.
Whoa.
What was happening here? Obviously, it looks like you guys just beat the Lions.
Oh, we won.
Is that week
That's
one?
what happened. We won, and we were running into the tunnel to go and celebrate.
I think I got the game-winning interception. Is that what
Yeah,
that one was?
You did.
Yeah.
You did, and that's just us.
It looked like
So-
Jerry just threw a jab at Peanut.
Yes. So I don't know if Zoom knows this, but every time I did something, you would just beat me up, dude. In celebration, you like punch me in the face. I don't know why you did that. I know, but you would always assault me when you were excited.
My bad. I was excited.
If you look back, we played the Rams. We played the Rams at home. I get an interception on Torrey. I think I was covering Torrey Holt. I get the ball, and I caught the ball, and I fell back. I didn't get any yards.
I remember this.
But I kind of like fell back. Zoom literally jumps on top of me and starts punching me in the face. I was like,
Oh yeah, it's like you need a concussion.
and I'm taking it. And then he forced me. And then he forced me up like I was his son. Like, get up. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. I was so excited.
I was excited.
I didn't really think nothing of it. But now being retired, looking back on him, like, damn, that was how
I was
he
excited.
celebrated. He always assaulted me.
We were
Keep your
excited.
hands to yourself, sir. Keep your hands to yourself, sir, please. When your kids make plays, just say that, boy. Don't slap them or punch them.
It's like it's Peanut's villain origin.
I was very excited, guys.
It's Peanut's villain origin
my God.
story. This
So
is
excited.
this is what created the.
It's a good story.
This is what created the Peanut punch.
That's a
He was
great
like, I
story.
have to fight back.
Oh, my God. Zoom assaulted everybody. He was just,
I
yeah.
was excited, guys.
Ah,
I'm
Love
excited.
damn.
that.
Now,
That's good energy right there.
Now was
Good energy.
now
It's great
Peanut
energy.
was Briggs as crazy in the locker room as it appears, because he's he makes me look pretty calm around here, Briggsy.
Man,
Peanut is
we
the
were
crazy
all
one.
crazy. in the
Peanut
locker
is the
room.
crazy one.
We were all
Now,
crazy in the
Peanut
locker
was
room.
crazy.
It wasn't
Peanut
just
is a
me.
joke.
Peanut would assault you
We
in your
all-
locker. Peanut would assault you in your locker room. In your locker, Peanut would assault you for
And
no
he was-
reason. He'd walk by and then he would
I
just
wrestled
assault me
everybody.
in my locker.
He was always
Yes.
the Joker
I
as well.
wrestled
Peanut
everybody.
was the Joker.
I wrestled everybody. That was what I did. I wrestled everybody.
Yes.
I think as
That
a
was-
rookie,
that
I
was
think
my
that-
joke.
It was ridiculous.
Who was the guy, Peanut? Who was the guy that you'd wrestle that you couldn't beat?
Izzy pinned me so quick. I just strong.
I knew that.
Just like the size. I couldn't get him. He was too tall. I just was like, damn, I can't get him.
Yeah.
I couldn't get him.
One thing about
Izzy
Peanut
was
is he's a
strong.
Joker. He's a little jokester. Like, he's the type of person that will like break into your room when you're at training camp and like hide in your closet for like an hour and wait for you to come
Yeah.
in so that he can scare you. That's Peanut right there. That's
Yeah.
what he does.
Then run into my room. Then run into my room and say, "I got him. I got him."
Yeah.
It's the simple things in life for me, guys. It's the simple things in life that bring you
You made the
joy.
locker room fun, for sure.
I know you guys did the box them up challenge, right? Where
Box
you'd
'em up.
sneak up and throw a box over people's heads. So,
Yeah.
you guys had all that. So, Charles, certainly don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you're moving around doing your thing. I guess my final question, and then these guys can take it wherever they want to finish things off, but just seeing you at training camp the last couple of years and working with some of the players, I don't know if I'm sure you've been asked this before, but I don't think I've ever heard the answer. Have you ever considered getting into coaching? Is that something you'd be interested in ever doing with the Chicago Bears?
Yeah, possibly. I'm gonna just I'll keep it at possibly. I do like coaching. I do like being around the guys. I love being around the game. I've been doing some coaching at the NFL Academy over in England. That's been a lot of fun working with those guys. Spice Adams, I've been helping coach at Stevenson High School on Friday nights. That's been a lot of fun. I get this from Rod Marinelli. Rod Marinelli says, he's like, I got all this knowledge, and it's a crime that when I leave, I have it all and I don't give it away. So whatever I know, whatever I can teach you, whatever I can show you, I will gladly teach it to you, because there's another generation of football players, and just like myself, I've been taught by some great coaches, some great players. So it's selfish of me to contain what I have in my head and not share it and give it out to all the people that are trying to play this game and learn the game.
Well, hey, I mean,
Everybody in the world is learning from you, buddy. Like I told you, I called you before and told you that I was teaching the peanut punch with my son before he ever put on a helmet. So by the time he put on the helmet, he was taking the ball away at least 2 times a game, man. And that's because of you.
I love it.
Yep,
I love it. I absolutely love it.
My kids, if I'm holding the football, my kids are determined to punch it out, and if they ever do, they're like, peanut punch, gotcha. My kids are only 7 and 9, so Peanut, you're leaving an incredible legacy. Obviously, you're the most paid man of the year as well. You have an incredible foundation that you're running. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Is this my time to plug it, Zoom?
This is it.
Now go.
Now we're live.
And go.
So for those that are watching or listening, Zoom asked me that question earlier, so I started plugging my foundation. He was like, we're not recording, so you don't have to go into detail. And I was like, well, damn, man, I had a whole speech set up for it. So that's the backdrop to why I said that. No, but yeah, I have a foundation. If you go to my Instagram or my Twitter, I'm giving away 2 tickets, 2 sideline passes for Monday night's game. The Monday night game, we play against the Minnesota Vikings. So go to my website, 2 tickets, 2 sideline passes. All the money goes for a great cause. It's my Cornerstone Foundation. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Are you going to do any more of those if, let's say, people watch this over the weekend and it's already past the giveaway announcement? Are you going to do any more of these here as the season continues?
Yes, sir, I will. You can always check me out and see what I'm doing on charlestillman.org, or just check me out on my IG, man. I got a ton of stuff going on, and I list everything on there. I'm just at Peanut Tillman.
Okay. You got anything else, Briggs, before we cut him loose?
Hey, man, it was great seeing you, Peanut. Nutty Buddy, man, you're doing great things, brother. Proud of you. Proud I get to brag about you all the time.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks,
I have
guys.
one more question. Peanut, we need a prediction, baby. Monday night prediction. Chicago Bears open up the season, alumni weekend, 40th anniversary of the 85 Super Bowl champions. What is your prediction that the Chicago Bears are going to do against the Vikings on Monday night?
17-21, we get the dub. 17-21, we got the dub.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
Cover the spread.
Sounds good. All right, Peanut, thank you for all your time here this morning. We appreciate you very much. And let us know if you ever need anything from us, and we'll catch you down the road.
I need some bills paid.
Jerry's got that for
Appreciate
all the.
You, brother.
Oh, now you kicked me off. Yeah, just like some.
All right, you can go now.
Some black. I'm losing reception by click.
Later, Peanut.
Yeah, you got a phone call. Sorry, we lost.
Later, guys.
Later.
All right, man.
It's Charles Peanut Tillman. Very cool to have him on and see him at the Super Bowl here every year, doing his thing. And so it was cool to have him join the show. And you guys, obviously watching you guys, do your work at training camp every year. And then, obviously to hear you guys chopping it up now is always – it's a thrill to be able to sit here alongside you guys through the conversation. I appreciate you guys letting me be a part of it. Yeah. We're going to take a quick time out, and when we come back, we're going to introduce a new segment here to our Thursday shows now that we're in the regular season, and look at the team ahead each week. And obviously we got the big game against the Minnesota Vikings here on Monday Night Football. So don't go away. Hit the like button for Peanut Tillman and subscribe to the channel. We'll be back in 2 minutes with some more Chicago Bears football talk. Whatever the sport, the app to bet is Circa Sports Illinois. Circa Sports, it's sports betting the way it should be. Circa Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. I'm talking spreads, props, futures, or in-game. Circa Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Chicago. NFL season is underway here tonight, and so Circa Sports has updated their entire app. If you go on Circa Sports Illinois, they got all these different spreads and props and in-game stuff that you can have at your disposal. So go make yourself some money. Bears play on Monday night. Got to throw down some money on the Chicago Bears. You know that's right. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. And then also got to give a shout out to our friends over at Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. They have been serving Chicagoland for over 50 years. Now is the time to get your air conditioning checked out. And Four Seasons experts are ready to help you with AC installation, maintenance, and repair. Schedule your Four Seasons tune-up today and save $50 and enjoy a 1-year no-breakdown guarantee. You can also save up to $4,000 on new comfort systems with Four Seasons, new AC units from $39 a month, and AC furnace combos from $57 a month. They have it all for you. Plumbing, electrical, heating, or cooling emergency, need a new hot water tank or generator? Call Four Seasons with same-day installation and no extra charge for nights. Your trusted local experts are Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Visit fourseasonsheatingcooling.com for all their special offers and money-saving coupons. That's fourseasonsheatingcooling.com. All right, we're back here on the Brick by Brick podcast with Lance Briggs and Jerry Azumah. Hit that like button while you're hanging out. A lot of fun talking with Charles Peanut Tillman. But now we move on to a new segment we are introducing to the program, and that is called The Blueprint. And we are going to give you the blueprint each week on how the Bears can beat their upcoming opponent. This week, Jerry, we've got the Minnesota Vikings coming to town. And so each of us, we're going to have 6 different keys, 2 apiece, and we're going to start with Lance Briggs. You've got your 2 keys on the blueprint to beating the Minnesota Vikings. What's your number 1 key?
Well, the number 1 key is stop the run. It should be the number 1 key starting every season for a defense. If you don't stop the run, you can't stop anything. That's going to open the door for the pass. So especially with a young quarterback coming in, it's important for you to shut down the doggone run because J.J. McCarthy, number 1, he comes from a Michigan, number 1 rushing team in NCAA. So if he knows anything about managing a game, nobody's going to be better at that coming out of college. Stop the run, and you give yourself a hell of a chance to start to put J.J. McCarthy kind of in the box you want him to be in.
Yeah, I mean, even
Number
though
two,
even though Aaron Jones has been in the league a long time and obviously hurt us a bunch with the Packers, he continues to be a thorn on our side. Last year in 2 games against the Bears with the Vikings, Aaron Jones had 22 carries for 106 yards, a 4.8 yards per average, and with a touchdown in that game. And then in the other game, he had 18 carries for 86 yards, again a 4.8 average with another touchdown. So 2 touchdowns, 200 yards, had some receiving yards as well to throw in there.
Yeah.
So
can I even take that a step further?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 15 career games against the Bears, Aaron Jones has 13 total TDs.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you think the Bears' record is against Aaron Jones in his career in those 15 games?
not good.
2-11.
Well, that doesn't add up to 15, but we'll work on your math later.
That definitely doesn't add up to 15. That's not enough bricks. Not enough bricks in that one, buddy.
The Bears are 1-14 in Aaron Jones in his career
1
against
14.
him. Yeah.
That is amazing. So obviously they have to stop the run. Stop the run is very important.
I cannot do math.
Like,
You know what's
they're
funny
2
is,
and 3.
Real-time math is tough
you know
sometimes.
what's funny is in Bricklaying, there actually is a lot of math that you have to know. You've got like a brick ruler and you got to, tape out your courses and your bricks and like there is math in bricklaying. So you
Oh, my
think I'd
goodness.
be pretty good at it, and yet I'm terrible at it. So
Lance, you're right, man. Stop the run. Super important. I'll take it a step further, too, is that, like, the Minnesota Vikings offensive line, they've been rebuilt also, like, in the interior of their trenches as well. So, young quarterback, they're going to be handing that ball off left and right because they don't want the young quarterback to, get into some trouble.
Yeah,
so, the easiest way to do that is to hand that ball off and be really productive behind this offensive line.
they brought in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries. I saw that Darisaw is questionable for Monday, so it'll be interesting to see their offensive
And that was a
line.
weakness last year for them, too. Like, they were really weak in the interior part of their offensive line. But now they're trying to sew that up, so it's obvious what they're going to come out and do. And I think they also have a wide receiver that's a little hurt as well, so they'll probably just come out and try to run the ball as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what is your second key to the blueprint of beating the Minnesota Vikings, Lance?
Well, number 1 is stop the run. Number 2 is going to be to pressure J.J. McCarthy. All right. One thing we talked about quarterbacks and young quarterbacks and things that we're looking for defensively. We want to see does he go through all of his reads, or is he a one read check down guy? Which most rookie quarterbacks are. They're a one read check down guy. So you put pressure on him, get him thinking, then he's in trouble. So put the pressure on J.J. McCarthy and then take advantage of him in the pass game.
Yeah, I mean, you heard Peanut talking about it earlier. You want to confuse quarterbacks, but
That's right.
certainly
The young ones.
rookie quarterbacks. That's but maybe
Absolutely.
a little easier than some of the vets to trick in terms of showing a certain coverage pre-snap and then changing that picture post-snap.
Right. I mean, Peanut's exactly right, and same with Lance. It's all about getting that quarterback to think as much as possible. And if he's doing that, then he's probably doing a disservice to his team. So if you can, disrupt him and show him all different looks, it's going to be beneficial for you.
All right, Zoom, what are your 2 keys to beating the Minnesota Vikings?
I mean, offensively for the Chicago Bears, they have to protect the football. You know what I'm saying? The Vikings are a really good team overall. They won how many games last year? 14 games or something like that. And the defense has been exceptional with Brian Flores. Like, they attack the football. They're going to put over blitzes on you to try to get the ball to come out as much as possible. So it's all about protecting that football because they live and die off the turnover as well. They want to take the ball away. And that's that. And they did it extremely well. I think they're in top 3 from last year.
Yeah.
So they have to protect that football. Don't give that ball away to the Vikings because if they do that, then it's going to be a long game.
Yeah, and Lance was protecting his Pizza Hut order right there. What were you doing there, Lance?
Being sneaky.
Listen, I had a very important call from if you must know, I
You don't have to say it. You don't have to say what you're.
We don't want to
doing.
know. Actually,
just
we
could
don't
see
want to
you,
know.
So it was just funny. You
Being
don't have to
sneaky.
say
It's medical. It's medically related. I'll put it like that.
Yeah.
It was a very important call. I have to see some doctors. because you get to a certain age, there are things that you have to do that men have to go through and procedures, for prostate cancer.
All right, we got it. Too much information. We got it.
All right.
Enough.
Okay, well.
My goodness.
You saw me hit the mute button. I mean.
Stop it.
You guys pride. You pride.
You don't need to do the hand gestures and stuff. I don't like that.
We are live on the Brick by Brick podcast.
Stop it. I hate it. Stop it.
We are live on the Brick by Brick podcast. Lance Briggs is getting a prostate exam. We're breaking down the Minnesota Vikings.
You never know what you're going to get.
Oh my goodness. That is funny as hell. Okay.
All right.
What is your second key?
The second one. Second key is for the defense to stay fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? Because this team is a really good football team, and the defense, they just have to rely on their technique, read their keys, and just focus in on their man. And especially the matchup that I'm going to be watching, obviously, is JJ versus JJ. And I'm not talking about McCarthy. I'm talking about the wide receiver, the DB that we have. So it's going to be – he has to make sure that he is fundamentally sound on, Justin Jefferson, because Justin Jefferson, he can blow this game wide open. So he's going to be covering the best wide receiver, Jalen Johnson. So that's a matchup that I want to see. But his technique is really good. If he's really fundamentally sound overall, I think that this defense could be very productive.
JJ also our JJ also needs help from his up front. He needs pressure. We need to get ourselves to JJ McCarthy and get that ball out under 4 seconds. We get that ball out under 4 seconds. That gives Jalen Johnson an opportunity to really take advantage of Justin Jefferson.
Right. We're going to see a lot of man-to-man matchups as well. So It's going to be very important for the DBs or whoever's covering that man to be fundamentally sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I want to see guys, being smart with their angles, being fundamentally sound, being, knowledge and keeping focus in the game. So that's all I'm worried about with the Bears defense.
Yeah, it's going to be key, no question. And applying that pressure because, like you said, press man coverage, you can get sticky for a few seconds, but if he's got time to throw back there, it's only a matter of time before Justin Jefferson's going to get downfield and break loose. And you can't really blame the DB when that happens because, you're holding on for dear life when you're on an island against
yes,
Justin Jefferson. Now, he is coming back from a hamstring injury. He's been practicing the last few weeks, so he should be moderately healthy, but at the same time, hasn't really gotten to practice with J.J. McCarthy this year in a preseason game under live bullets. J.J. McCarthy, the last preseason game he played was week 1 of the preseason, so it'll actually have been 30 days since the last time he's faced true live reps. I know they had their joint practice against the Patriots, which every team now thinks is the proper simulation of a game, but I just don't feel that way. We've talked about enough of that. Go ahead.
You also have Adam Thielen too. He's a savvy
Thielen
vet.
is back.
He's back there, and I think Addison's going to be a little hurt. And they also have
Jordan Addison's out with a suspension for the first 3 games.
Yeah.
So
and then you have the tight end Hawkinson, right?
Adam Thielen runs a 4.940.
You can beat him.
What do you run?
Can you beat him?
4.9.
I think it's important too to mention though that Jalen Johnson coming back from that groin injury, we haven't really seen him at all at training camp. So the original plan that Ben Johnson had kind of stated was Jalen Johnson was going to shadow the other team's best receiver. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that week 1 until we're certain that Jalen's back at 100%.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's super important for the defensive line to get home.
Yeah.
We need that defensive line that's a lot of money up front. A lot of money up front.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They need to make that deposit right on JJ's helmet.
All right, as we get into my 2 keys to the game, they kind of really bounce off what Briggs and Azumah are talking about here. So in the blueprint for beating the Minnesota Vikings with stopping the run and getting that pressure on the quarterback and staying fundamentally sound, that means the Bears need to force at least two turnovers. You guys, you played under Lovie Smith and winning the turnover battle. Get the takeaways. 2+ turnovers on J.J. McCarthy. It's my expectation for this defense. Now, You got to get to the quarterback. You got to, if they're going to blitz, you got to get home, and you got to get to a point where J.J. McCarthy's trying to do throws that he's not ready to make yet, and get him to try to throw in some tight windows. We saw a lot of tip passes this year by the Bears defense at training camp. Get that ball popped in the air, somebody comes down with it. And so to me, if the Bears want to win this game convincingly, you're getting 2 takeaways on J.J. McCarthy. And you're right.
Yes.
Maybe they aren't just interceptions. Maybe they are, a forced fumble in the backfield as well. I'll take them however you can get them. Yeah.
I'd like to see some sacks also.
Braggs, listen, we're going to be working together a long time here, man, and I love you. But we got to change that edit there, okay? Because you see, turnovers are by chance. Takeaways, that's a skill.
Okay.
So if you want those takeaways, make sure that's written correctly up there, okay? But thank you.
Yes, sir.
Take the ball away.
Yeah, take it away. Not
take it away. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
All right. I like that. 100%. So my second key to this game is what everybody, I think, for Bears fans, all eyes are going to be on Braxton Jones versus Jonathan Grenard.
Yes.
And when you talk about earlier, Jerry, and one of your keys on protecting the football, this works hand in hand, and Braxton Jones is going to be holding out for dear life. It's a tough assignment with Jonathan Grenard, and hopefully, a steady run game, a healthy dose of the run game is going to be something that can help kind of stymie a guy like Jonathan Grenard and make him kind of think about, getting through that back door and going after Caleb Williams, who was sacked 68 times
Way
last
too many
year.
times.
Right. So you've got to protect the quarterback here, and Braxton Jones just has to do everything he can. If you give up 1 sack, fine. We start getting into a territory where Jonathan Grenard has 3 sacks, in the first half or something crazy like that. You know what I mean? Like, honestly, he's capable of being a game wrecker like that. So I just think it is so key for Braxton Jones to kind of prove that he can be the guy to anchor that left side, no pun intended, and just be the guy that Caleb Williams and the rest of this offensive line can trust.
Yes.
We haven't seen Joe Thuney in live action yet. Didn't play in the preseason games. So you've got a guy on your right side that you can more than trust. This is one of the best offensive linemen to ever do it. So that's great. But, there's going to be a lot of times, especially when Jonathan Grenard is – that wide 9.
Oh my goodness.
And you're out on an island.
Yeah.
And Braxton is going to be doing everything he can to get out there to make sure he can't get around the edge. Well, now you got to protect to make sure he can't beat you on the inside.
Right.
It's going to be a very tough challenge for Braxton Jones on Monday night.
Yeah, hopefully it's a good game plan as well, too. I mean, to kind of protect him from those, awkward situations as well. And to do that is to run the football effectively. So if the Bears can find some running game, early and have some success there, I think that they'll stick with that and then take those, those occasional shots downfield to see if they can steal some things. But I really feel like this game will be won on the ground in the trenches.
Yeah. I mean, well, that quick passing game, I think, is going to be key. Being in 12 personnel with your tight ends.
Yes.
As I've said before many times here over the summer, Ben Johnson had 34% of his plays last year. 34% of the Lions' plays were in 12 personnel. So he's going to have the 2 tight ends out there. They're going to run a lot of screen passes and quick game to try to, really just kind of muffle down as best you can this tough Brian Flores defense, but it's certainly not going to be easy.
It's going to be a tough defense to handle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because Flores is going to be bringing pressure all over the place. That's what he does. He's trying to make your quarterback and put a lot of pressure on your offensive line to get that ball out. So they have an incredible test ahead of them. Like I said, the Vikings are a really good football team. You know what I'm saying? And if they do everything right, this is going to be a battle.
Yep.
Quickly, I want to ask you guys.
You want to keep a game close? You want to keep a game close? Run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah. You want to keep a game close? Run the ball. Keep the clock running. Keep the clock running. Play good defense. You'll give yourself a chance at the end of the game.
If Braxton Jones has a rough first half, say he gives up a couple sacks, 4 pressures, something along like that line, is there a chance that we see Ben Johnson make a change at halftime?
No question. He completely strikes me as this type of coach that he's not going to let this team drown. If something's not going right and they're not executing, a certain player's not executing the way he wants, we've seen it at practice. We've seen guys where they're not lined up properly you're out for
Right.
this. You can come back in a couple snaps.
I think it's a sign of good coaching if you can make changes like that. You know what I'm saying? If there is a glaring problem there, then let's just go ahead and try to fix it or correct it and win this football game. Because it's all about winning at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And if you can help you win, if anybody on that team can help you win and you can get them out there to help you win, then I'm game. And I think that Ben Johnson is the type of quarterback that will do that.
Well, you saw it last year
Head coach.
where Matt Eberflus let Karan Amagaji just be on an island multiple times
Yeah,
against the
that
Vikings.
was rough.
And
That was rough to watch.
And so I don't think Ben Johnson is that type of coach. We're going to talk more about this Bears-Vikings matchup here coming up with our great segment called The Bets. But first, we're going to take a quick timeout. So hit the like button for Lance Briggs and Jerry Azumah here on the Brick by Brick podcast. And when we come back in 2 minutes, we'll go over some ways you can make money with Circa Sports. Hey guys, this is Last Chance here. We are headed to Viva Las Vegas, compliments of True Fan Travel. You still have time to sign up. We still have extra rooms at the Luxor. We sold out of all our rooms at Mandalay Bay, but if you go to truefantravel.com right now, you can reserve your trip. A 3-night stay, once again, like I said, at the Luxor. Tickets to the game. This is important because if you go on secondary markets right now, tickets are not easy to come by for Bears Raiders Week 4, and we are going to be there starting Friday night with unforgettable events starting Friday night, Saturday. We're going to have a tailgate Sunday. You can also separately get tickets to the tailgate. So if you're in the area, you don't want to do the whole package, that's fine. You can still come hang out with us at the tailgate. So make sure you go on allchgo.com/events and sign up here for the tailgate with True Fan Travel. So don't gamble on missing the ultimate fan experience. Book your spot now once again at truefantravel.com. And when you're in Vegas, make sure you're wearing yourself some Shady Rays, my friends. I found Shady Rays, and they have changed the game. These sunglasses are made for real life. Seriously good-looking, polarized, durable, and not stupidly expensive. You know that moment when you've left your favorite sunglasses at the beach or on the roof of your car or at a gas station 3 states away? We've all been there, but here is the best part about Shady Rays. If you lose or break them, even on day one, Shady Rays will send you a brand new pair, no guilt trip, just replacements. So now I wear my sunglasses without fear on hikes, at concerts, on the boat, at the game, wherever. Shady Rays is eyewear that has your back. So we've teamed up with Shady Rays once again to bring you an exclusive offer. Head to shadyrays.com and use the code CHGO for 35%. Polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. All right, we're back here on the Brick by Brick podcast. Please hit that like button while you're hanging out. It's obviously, coming up to the start of the kickoff of the NFL season. Yes. You got the Cowboys and Eagles coming up here in just a few minutes. So get a little pregame action here with us while we talk some more NFL talk in Chicago Bears. So let's get into our award-winning segment, and that is presented by Circa Sports Illinois, and that is Da Bets.
Da Bets.
That's right. This is the Bets. We're breaking down our picks from around the NFL, and we're getting our lines from Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, Jerry, let's get into it. Got a few games to look at. Circa Sports app has been updated here for the start of the week, and got a bunch of interesting things in there, but obviously all eyes on Bears and Vikings. So
Monday Night Football, baby.
Yeah, we got the spread, and the Bears are home dogs.
Dogs, so open it up.
How disrespectful.
Super disrespectful. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, the Vikings are 1.5 favorites on the spread. So your thoughts?
Well, I think that this game is going to be won on the ground. I don't think that it's going to be won through the air. I think both teams are going to try to establish a run early and try to play as solid defense as they possibly can. So I don't really think that they're going to light up the scoreboard. JJ is obviously a rookie. He's never thrown an NFL pass before, so I don't see – and then he's down a guy as well. I mean, he has Thielen that's there, but Addison is not there. Obviously, he has Justin Jefferson there with him, but I just think that they're I don't see them going over the total. So I like the under here because I think the game will be won on the ground, and I think that both teams will try to control the clock and control the game with their running attack and not throw up a lot of points. So I'm going to go with the under, and I'm going to go with the Bears covering the spread. Like, I can't believe that they're a underdog right now. I'm really shocked and surprised by that. I think that the Bears have improved tremendously, and obviously we have the high hopes for them. But I believe in this team. I believe in Ben Johnson. I believe in the things that they've done to the adjustments that they've made with the offensive line, with the coaching staff, things like that. So with that being said, I feel like the Bears are going to cover the spread and win this game.
Lance, you surprised their home dogs?
No, not surprised. I'm not surprised, but I do like the Bears' chances. A lot of uncertainty, I think, for both quarterbacks coming into this game. You know, what can we do to protect them, and who can protect them the most? And we protect them by running the ball. So, like Zoom said, I think this is a game that's going to be won on the ground. Mount your best offensive lineman up who can move bodies back further and allow their running backs to pick lanes. Aaron Jones has showed that 14 out of 15 times he's the guy that knows how to find those lanes better than anybody else on the field. So we have to stop him, and we have to be effective on the ground.
Yeah, it certainly will be interesting.
Easy money.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be giving our predictions away here tomorrow, I believe. So got to kind of save it for everybody. Flair for the dramatic here at CHGO Sports. But we talked about, hey, the Cowboys-Eagles game. I think, if you're watching live, obviously you're going to be throwing down bets. So make sure you use Circa Sports Illinois if you still want to put in a last-minute bet on the Cowboys and Eagles game. I think the Eagles are going to take that one handedly. But I think for the majority of the people that are watching it after the fact, if you're watching this here on a Friday morning, there is a Friday football, Friday Night Lights.
Man, the NFL's getting greedy, boy.
Yeah, in Brazil. This is the second year in a row,
Brazil.
Right? Last year it was the Eagles and Packers in Brazil, and that's where Jordan Love got hurt on the final play of the game. And this year it's the Chiefs and the Chargers.
Shout out to the NFL though for making this game global and international. You know what I'm saying? Like they've really made a push to make this thing international.
Have you guys ever been? Have you guys ever been to Brazil?
I have not been to Brazil yet.
How about you, Briggs? You ever been there?
No, sir.
I heard it's nice. I don't know. I just heard the only thing for these teams is the travel from their hotel to the stadium is like hours.
Oh, really?
Which doesn't make any sense to me why you would do that. But I hear the transportation on this is kind of a nightmare logistically for them. So pull that back.
I've got a few cousins out there.
You got a few cousins out there? Yeah.
Well, we'll be out there too eventually.
I do.
Couple Brazilian.
Yes, we will visit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some Brazilian butt lifts out there.
Is that what they do out there?
That's what I hear.
Oh, okay.
It's allegedly. I'm a married man, but that's what I hear.
Yep.
Never seen one.
Very popular.
Never.
Very popular in the States.
What do you think about that, Steven? The Brazilian butt lift. You got any thoughts?
No.
All right. Well, we got the Chiefs and the Chargers. The over-under is 46.5.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm taking the over here. I think this Chiefs-Chargers game could kind of be like a few years ago where you had the Rams and the Chiefs,
shootout,
like 55-52 type of game. I could see that with this game. I think I might take the over on this one. I don't know about you guys.
I would take the over, and I also like the Chargers to win this.
Yeah,
actually,
really.
Yeah, oh yeah. I feel like the Chiefs they've been around for a long time, and they've been trying to hold on for as long as possible, and they're losing their grip a little bit. They still have Mahomes, and he's dangerous, and they have a lot of striking wide receivers that can strike from anywhere on the football field, but
I don't know, man.
I think it's time to change right now.
When I saw Trey Smith run over like 4 of our offensive linemen in one strike, I was like, wow, that's pretty good. I never seen anything like that.
I don't know. Harbaugh loves to run the ball. He loves to run the ball, and if the Chargers play great defense, I see this as under 46.5. First game of the year. It's one of those games where typically, you're either gonna have the trick plays in, or you're gonna be conservative, And Chiefs have been there a long time. If anybody's gonna hem up with some trick plays, it would be the Chiefs. But Harbaugh loves to run the ball, and they play great defense. I see this being under 46.5.
All right. Well, let's look at the rest of the NFL slate, some of the notable games here as we wrap things up here on the Brick by Brick podcast. You got the Chiefs and the Chargers on Friday night, as we said. You got Steelers at Jets. Aaron Rodgers taking on his old team in New York, and Justin Fields taking on the Steelers, who gave up on him last year. So that's going to be an interesting matchup at noon. You got the Giants and Commanders as well. Jaden Daniels looking for another big year after his huge rookie year. And then the Buccaneers and the Falcons, I find that to be an interesting matchup. Let's see what Michael Penix is all about here this season. And then your 325 matchup,
Yes.
Lions at Packers. And then
Hope they both lose.
yeah, hopefully maybe a tie, And then you got the Ravens
2 L's.
at Bills on Sunday night football. A lot of really good action here. Anything for you that you're most interested in watching, Jerry?
Yeah, the Lions and the Packers. I mean, they are in our division, and we will see both of those teams twice. So that's going to be a fun game to watch. I mean, the fact that they got Parsons, too, the Packers.
Yeah, we recorded a show last Thursday morning, and then 4 hours later, Micah Parsons gets traded to the Packers. That'll help Jerry to have that happen in the morning. We could have talked, because then people were like yelling at us, like, how are you putting this show out and there's nothing about Micah? Well, we recorded it before it happened. Sorry, we're not going to just delete the program. But
that's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting to see how he adapts to that defense also. So looking forward to that for sure. For sure.
What do you think, Jerry? What do you think about Micah Parsons heading to Green Bay? Does it make you as sick to your stomach as it does mine?
I mean, Parsons is a game wrecker, and now he's in our division, and we had to see him twice.
Yeah.
It's just another thing that we have to deal
week
with.
3. You just have to see him twice a year.
Yeah, twice a year. I mean, it's enough. I don't want to see him.
I want to see what the Cowboys get out of this. Jerry was talking about, this is kind of like the Herschel Walker trade, maybe even better.
They're not going to get a Parsons.
What comes of this? Yep.
I know that.
Let's see what comes of it out of that trade, right?
Yeah, it's certainly going to be interesting. And then you got Fields versus Rodgers. I know a lot of Bears fans are going to be looking at that. I don't know. If you're a Bears fan, because I know there's this rivalry or the civil war of Fields versus Caleb Williams that ripped this fan base in half for a 6-month period, maybe longer. But, if you're not rooting for Fields versus Rodgers, then I don't know. I know we're all focused on the game Monday night, but, you should always be rooting against Aaron Rodgers.
There are a lot of Steelers fans in America, okay? Yeah. They're all over the place, and some of them just doesn't matter who's at quarterback, don't matter who left, they're bleeding black and yellow.
Yep.
I need some of this.
Yep.
They need some of that.
They need some of that.
We're going to be refilling this bottle here for Monday
holy water
night football. That's right. And hopefully the Bears are blessing us with a win on Monday night, because we're going to be doing the late shift here. The next time you see us won't be next Thursday. It will be Sunday night after the game. CHGO Bears. Oh, Monday night. My math, my calendars. It's been a long week.
You're just off right now.
I am off.
You need to be
sprayed.
But
thank you for the correction. Monday night, Bears, Vikings. Just like last year, we will have 2 post-game shows for you each and every game day. Excited for that. So we'll have our first post-game show, as we always do. Players-only segment during that first post-game show. But then in our second post-game show will be the Brick by Brick post-game show. So you're going to continue to hear Lance and Jerry's perspective. Jerry, you're going to be at the game, correct?
I will be there.
You're going to be there.
I will be there. I got to go see. what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
So I will be there. I will be in the building.
Feeling the
I'll
energy.
be in the house.
So Briggs and I will probably be right back here at the studio freaking out. We may or may not throw Karma off the balcony. We'll see if he's irritating me or not. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you tune in for all our game day coverage here coming up on Monday night. Enjoy all the football starting here in 10 minutes for Thursday night football. You got Friday night football. You got Saturday full college slate. You got Sunday, and then we'll be with you all of Monday. Come out to our tailgate at the corner of Wabash and Cermak. You can still get tickets at allchgo.com/events. And if you become a diehard, you can get a discount on your tailgate tickets. And if you become a diehard right now, we have a tailgate package that can help you for $90. You get 2 free tailgate tickets and a free shirt as soon as you sign up.
Sounds like a great deal.
It literally pays for itself
if
you look at the value of the tailgate tickets and the shirt combined in our tailgate tier. So make sure you sign up to become a diehard at allchgo.com/diehard. And then, of course, we will see you on Monday night either way. So that wraps things up for Jerry Azumah and Lance Briggs. Once again, thank you to Charles Peanut Tillman, the legend, for joining the show. And thank you to all of you for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you. So it's finally here. Game day is upon us.
Finally.
Excited to do it, my friend. It's going to be a fun season,
Let's
guys.
go.
We made it through the offseason, and now we get some Chicago
Lance.
Bears football. Best of luck. Best of luck to Lance with his prostate exam.
Yes.
We're rooting for you, bud.
Oh,
What was the movement that you did?
oh,
Oh, my goodness.
You know,
I don't know what kind of exam that is.
That's billing.
That's a bad exam right
I got
there.
the like.
Don't go to
doing
that
that.
exam.
I put the like finger on there for him.
that's a physical. That's a physical. You got to take a physical before you play football.
Yeah, it's like Dave Chappelle in Blue Streak, where he's like, all right. On that note, well, everyone have a great night. Enjoy your NFL watching. We'll see you on Monday night. Keep your head up, and always bear down.
Down.
Let's go, brick by brick.
We all silly like the mayor.